Hi, everybody, it's Weird Wink Wilkinson laughing and scratching at you. How's everybody doing today? I got a little bit of a stiff neck. Let me just fix this up. Oh, that feels a lot better. Well, I got a great show for you today with some wonderful weird stuff. I feel so very weird.
There are some things in this world that go way beyond human understanding. Things that cannot be explained, things that most people don't want to know about. That is where we come in.
No human being would stack books like this.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. I'm all out of bubblegum.
Oh, it looks like you're the one who missed the big part of the lesson, pal. Class is paying 101. The instructor's Casey Jones.
Look, I don't want to fight you.
Well, tough rocks, pal.
Do you want some coffee, Mr. Tully?
Do I?
Yes, have some.
Yes, have some.
It's a cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Hey, what do you say we both be independent together, huh?
I guess one person can make a difference. Enough said.
We have the tools, we have the talent.
It's Miller time.
Luminous being so we, not this fruit batcher.
Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey, these aren't my rules. Come to think of it, I don't have any rules.
Well, that's great. Either I have a monster in my kitchen or I'm completely crazy.
I don't think you're crazy.
You know something? Maybe I am insane. Maybe I am insane.
Pizza dude's got 30 seconds.
Rise to the top, oh yeah.
That's the nicest thing a dog can say about anybody.
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. Enough, I get the point. You know what you need? You need a Brazilian plastic surgeon.
I've got one that can see.
Sometimes happens, someone has to deal with it, and who are you gonna call?
It's showtime.
Oh boy, it has been a while. Good to see you guys. Welcome to Comic Book Radio. I'm your host, Peter Cimetti. I haven't done one of these shows in, I think, maybe a month? Maybe a month. Something like that. Man. Happy New Year. It's 11 days into the month, but what the hell? This is the first stream of the year. Might as well say Happy New Year. Hope you guys are having a happy one. Hope you guys had a great holiday season, a great Christmas. We've had a lot going on here. I'm not going to dive into it. Those of you that know, those of you that have said something to me, I really appreciate it. But I'm not going to dive into it tonight. Everything's okay. But it was a little bit of a rough Christmas season. So this being the first show of the year, there's a lot to talk about. I'm not going to be on for too long, I think. Every time I say that, though, I end up being on for far longer than I thought. I'm thinking a half hour. I want to share the King Cryptid comics with you guys. Number 5 to 9 got here. When was that? The 3rd. January 3rd. And I've been working hard getting these out. I think I got about 170 packages, I think, at this point have been shipped out. Whew. I got blisters on these fingers. No, I don't, but it's been a bit. So I'm hoping, and I love seeing everybody sharing their pictures with me about them. But I'm hoping that if you are waiting on yours, and you saw the tracking notification and whatnot, I'm hoping you get it real soon. I'm hoping you enjoy it and love it. And everybody else, there's quite a bit of you. Thank you guys very much. Please be a little bit more patient. A little bit more patient with me. I know I've been asking for this patience now for a few months. These were supposed to go out around between July to September. And for many, many different reasons, they did not. But the good news is that they're here. The only thing that's not here is the collector boxes, which I was unfortunately informed I will probably not be getting those till March. That kind of stinks. But I'm going to do my best to get everything out anyway, because regardless, the collector boxes, they can ship separately later on. There's a bunch of you guys that have ordered the collector boxes that also ordered various other things that are going to ship eventually too. So I'll ship those early, and I'll also ship those in case if you do want to wait. I'll let you know. I'll ask you at the time once they arrive in here if you want to have them wait till like Blood Moon or whatever else. And then the other thing is the handmade felt ornaments. Erin's working on them right now, but for many different reasons, her pace has slowed down with that. I'll just get right to it with that, because some people probably don't know. I mentioned it on Twitter, but Erin's mother had passed away, unfortunately, on Christmas Eve morning. So we've been dealing with that, and it's been a little rough. So when it comes to that, I'll ship those things out separately when the time comes, and thank you guys again for being so patient about all that stuff. Got good stuff, though, to talk about. Got a lot of good stuff to talk about. Now, before I dive into that, I want to say hello to you guys, because it's been a bit. It's been a while. So let's do that right here. Who do we have in the chat tonight? Blastbeat Industries, how's it going, Blastbeat? Hope you're doing good. We got Killer Kovacs here. How's it going, Killer Kovacs? Let's see, Parasocial Audience. What's up, Parasocial? Hope you're doing good. Irene, how's it going, Irene? Says, my comics are getting here by Thursday. Nice. And I hope they do. Hope they get there safe and sound, and you love them, and all that good stuff. Let me know what you think. Don't just share, when you guys read them, please let me know what you think. If you loved them, if you hated them, if you just kind of liked them, whatever it may be, let me know your thoughts. Even if you've got, because you should, after you read these 5 issues, you should have some kind of theory as to certain things going on. I'm not giving anything away. I'm not going to say you're right or you're wrong, but if you want to let me know, if you've got any theories, let me know. We got Spicer here. What's up, Spicer? Hope you're doing good. Says, what's going on, Warriors? Make sure to go grab some King Cryptid comics at alternacomics.com. I appreciate that, Spicer. Ben, how's it going, Ben? What's up? Welcome back, Comic Book Radio. Dr. Mask, hope you're doing good, man. Good to see you. We got Citizen Ronin here, too. How's it going, Citizen Ronin? Hope you're doing well. We got Brian Suddenly Old here, too. What's up, Brian? Hope you're doing good. Lloyd says there was ornaments. Yeah, these, I think, well, it was for king-size campaign subscription backers, and then also for Supermoon bundle backers. There's going to be another ornament on this campaign, on 10 to 13, but we're not going to be showing that for a bit. It's going to be a full moon special, and that's not going to probably happen till like April or something like that. But there was a king-sized, a King Cryptid ornament, felt little ornament dude. Basically like this guy. Erin hand sews these. My wife hand sews these up, makes them up fun and stuff. This is probably about, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 inches tall by 4 inches wide, something like that. And so those were offered for a little bit as a full moon special, and then they were also offered on the campaign as part of the king size campaign subscription. If on the new campaign for 10 to 13, you've got the king size campaign subscription or the Super Moon bundle, you're going to get the next felt ornament. And I'm not going to say what that is just yet. It's going to be a surprise. I know what it is already, but it's going to be a surprise, and we'll unveil that when the time is right. GM, what's up, GM? Hope you're doing good. Dr. Mask says, got my comics. Pete, once I get a breather, I'm going to dive in. Well, I hope you really enjoy them, man. Thank you very much. Blast Pete says, I have no comedy shows tonight. Come to Austin tomorrow and see me at Abe's Smoke Shop and Shakespeare's Pub. Well, hey, look at that. If you're in Austin, Texas, you got your Sunday night planned for you. We got Urchin Blues here. What's up, Urchin Blues? Hope you're doing well. Cole King, great to see you too, Cole. Man, oh man, it's been a while. It has been a while. What Geeks Do Network says, had no idea you were streaming. So excited for my King Cryptid comics. This was just an impromptu thing. I was like, we got the first Alterna show of the year tomorrow. It's going to be with Keir Covington and Rob Geronimo, and just talking about the things to come and whatnot. We had wanted to do a year-end show on the 29th, but I just wasn't up to it, and so that was on me, just with everything going on. And so tomorrow we're going to have that first of the year show, and also do a little art auction, a little fun art auction. It'll be about maybe 2 hours or so, but that'll kick off the year. So we'll be doing that tomorrow, and I figured I might as well, get a bit of the rust shaken off, because you don't do these things for a while, and all of a sudden you don't know where anything is. You don't know how to talk. You don't know how to hit buttons anymore. And when I say you, I mean me. And then, it'd be a little smoother, hopefully, tomorrow. But yeah, I wanted to just kind of share the new comics with you guys, and also kind of share some art that I'm going to be auctioning off tomorrow. So yeah, it should be a little bit of a fun show. The Beampad, what's up, Beampad? Hope you're doing well. We got Red Centric here too. How's it going, Red Centric? Urchin Blue says, you ever write something that became more mean-spirited than you meant for it to be? Because that happened to me recently. Do you mean like a tweet or something? I've done a bunch of those, where later on I read them, I'm like, that was meaner than I thought it would be, or had wanted it to be, or sometimes I didn't mean it to be. Sometimes I've deleted them, sometimes I'm going to go back in, sometimes I just leave them. But yeah, I think that's kind of happened to everybody. I think it's the nature of the beast, Kevin Thomas says, Hail Pete, my comics have been delayed due to all this snow, but King Cryptid is on his way. All right, good to know. Yeah, we got some snow here today too. It was not a lot, but it was a bit more of a pain in the butt than I thought it'd be. Either way, we endeavored. We took the trip out to the post office, and more packages got shipped out. But Kevin, I think I sent yours out. Man, I want to say I sent yours out Monday or Tuesday or something like that. But yeah, hopefully it's on the way soon. Urchin says, I mean a story. I meant for it to be a kung fu action book, then it became a horror story. I don't know. I wouldn't say meaner. I have written stories where, maybe I wanted a certain vibe to come across or something like that, and then it kind of took me in a different direction, and so I went with it. But I wouldn't say like it went from, I wanted to make like a comedy and it turned into a horror. Although I could see that happening. They're very similar. All right, so I guess let's share some stuff, some comics. So King Cryptid 5 to 9 are here, finally. Oh, and they look great. They came out great. That's the most nerve-wracking thing. Whenever I put these through to the printer, I'm always like, please come out good. Please come out good. It's so nerve-wracking. And these came out great. So here's 5 to 9. These are the front covers. All of the King Cryptid issues will have front and back covers. Some people were asking because the back covers for 10 to 13 are not up yet. If they're going to have back covers on the flip side, and they will. I meant to reveal those towards the end of December, but things have been a bit crazier than I had anticipated. Here's the flip cover to 9. Look at that, right? So you got there, and then Kier did a great job keeping the same composition and the Pukwudgie shapeshift. You know, and the flip side to number 8. This is my cover with the Zeta Reticulan aliens, and then there's the front cover by Alex Jovich. The flip side on 7 is Nick Hunter, both sides. It's just this is an inverted side through a scope. And then Preston Azevedo with the back of cover, or number 6, I should say, the back cover for that. Left it all into pencils. You know, he does such a great job with that, so I left it that way. And then the front cover by Frankie B. Washington. And then the back cover of 5 by Jeff Elkins. And the front cover by Nick Hunter. And Christian Rossi colored both the front and back cover. So I don't want to spoil too much of these issues, but I do want to flip through them to show you guys some of the beauty of the newsprint here. And this is on newsprint for those that don't know. This issue focuses on the White Mountain Yeti, among other things. It continues directly after issue 4's story. So we got Dr. Carol and her team going up to the White Mountain Research Center. I was going to originally call it the Mount Washington Observatory, which is a real place. And then I started thinking, you know, that's not a good place in this series. I don't want to really send any weirdness out to them, because they're doing some good stuff up there, and I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble with them saying, "Hey, you're basically saying what we have going on here is bad." So I changed the name to the White Mountain Research Center instead of the Mount Washington Observatory. But yeah, we got King Cryptid going through the forest here. And Nick Hunter drew and did the colors on this issue. He did a great job. A really great job. And throughout all these issues, and it's weird to say that they hit me harder now than when I made them, but there's themes of loss and family, trauma, loyalty, friendship, love, sprinkled between, you know, the action and the adventure and the mystery, because that's the stuff that builds up not just the story and the characters, but also builds up the emotion in the story. And there's things that happen in these pages that they hit me a bit harder now than they did when I had made them, due to recent events. But that's the interesting part with creating anything, I guess. You know, you create, yes, this is a comic and whatnot, but it's also an expression. It's also art. It's also, you know, a catharsis for me, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. But if it does a good job and maybe transcends something and it hits a nerve with you or strikes a chord in some way and gets you emotionally, then all the better. Because I think some of the greatest stories, if not every great story, no matter what it is, it hits that emotional chord. Whether it's, you know, you relate to it, you laugh with it, you get scared, you get, you know, the room gets a bit dustier, you get emotional by it, you know. I think all the great stories do that. They bring that out. And that's always a goal of mine, is to try to get emotion into the story and then hopefully bring that emotion out of the reader. So this issue 6, The Dragon Vanderkin, Frankie B. Washington. It's a black and white issue. He does the art on this. Nice page there by Frankie. And this issue, it's kind of deceiving. I think this issue, it comes across first as like a very standard sort of, you know, King Cryptid up against the dragon. There's a couple little twists and turns there, a couple little surprises, but nothing huge. And then the end is like, oh, what is going on? But you'll have to read this to figure out what I mean. But I can't wait to have the next story with that dragon character, because that's an important character, and we'll be building up more and more with that. Issue 7, we've got Nick Hunter on the art, and this is also a black and white issue. 6 and 7 are black and white. 5, 8, and 9 are in color. There's no black and white issues on 10 to 13. They're all in color. And some people have asked, you know, why do you pick black and white for some and not for others? It mostly has to do with the story, has to do with the artist, things like that. It's definitely a purposeful choice. It's not like a budgetary choice or something like that. Trying to convey something. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, you know, according to whoever is viewing it. So here we got Wendy and William. And the first 5 pages go over kind of an origin story for them. And then we meet up with King Cryptid in his cave. And he kind of details the events of things going on within his cave. He's got all kinds of different things that he has detailed in there. Some we have not shown yet. And so William enters the cave. And William is actually, and this is a little bit of a spoiler, I guess, William is the wolf that King Cryptid had saved the life of in issue 2. And I'm going to stop there with the reveal of that, because that's how he knows. That's how he knows how to get to the cave. We have Victor Lugo coming back in full for this issue. Let me show something that's not spoilery. Yeah, this isn't too... Well, it's kind of spoilery. What can I show that's not too spoilery of Victor Lugo? Okay. So here he is talking to the townsfolk. He's been sent on a mission with a couple of men that he's chosen to take care of a wolf problem in the town of Jackson, New Hampshire. And it goes from there. I can't wait again to pick up where this story leaves off. They're all contained, you know, self-contained type stories, but there's always a little bit of something at the end to get, you know, the next story going. The story wraps up, and then a little springboard at the end for the next thing to come. Whether it's the next issue in a row or the next story that ties into the one that you just read. So that's how basically the flow of King Cryptid issues are. King Cryptid number 8. This continues off of where number 3 left off. It's a Halloween special here. This takes place Halloween 1987. And again, this is following the events of issue 3. But there's a quick little recap in the first 2 pages. Just a conversation between Jeff and Ernie. So you can get caught up real fast. Because you could read these out of order. You could read these out of order if you want. You get a benefit from reading them all, especially in order. But they're set up so that you can enjoy any issue at any point in time. So then we flash back to 1987, Halloween, which is a very pivotal night for that group of friends. And we see these guys as adults throughout the course of the series, but there's a couple flashback issues, 3, 8. 11 has a little bit of a flashback, but we see them as kids, and then we'll see them a lot more as adults. So it isn't just like a kiddie filler issue kind of a thing. It actually is pretty important with the setup of the characters. Issue 9, and if I forgot to mention, I'm really sorry. Alex Jovich returning as the artist on that storyline. Issue 9 is Kier Covington. We got the Puckwudgies here. And the ending of this one, I hope it hits hard, but you can never tell. You can never tell. You know, something maybe hits somebody real hard, something maybe it doesn't really resonate at all with someone else. You never know. But this story, we deal with the Puckwudgies, which are shape-shiftery little mischievous bastards. And they play a pretty nasty trick on King Cryptid. And they trick him and trap him. And then they take him away. So where they take him away to, you guys will find out. But it's not looking too good for him. But there's a couple twists and turns in this issue. All the digital perks went out already. So if you read these digitally, you already know what I'm talking about. But on the last couple of pages, it's a pretty big moment. So again, I can't give away too much, especially because these are now shipping out. You know, we don't want to spoil too much. We're right there. You guys are going to be getting these any day now. So, as much as it pains me, because I'd love to just give them all away, it's better for you to read them, get the surprises, get the reveals as you read the story. And hopefully you like them enough. If you haven't backed 10 to 13 yet, I can't stress this enough. I can't make this series without you guys. 10 to 13, it could be doing better. That's for sure. 65% funded, but that's 100% on me. That's 100% on me. I had to launch the campaign when I launched it, and I unfortunately had to launch it. Unlike 5 to 9, I launched it before you guys had 5 to 9. 5 to 9, I launched it after you guys had 1 to 4. So, you know, if there's some people who maybe wanted to wait till they got 5 to 9 and then back 10 to 13, I completely get it. But I do hope that we get a lot of people coming back because I can't make this series without you guys. And I want to make a lot of these. So your support means not just the world to me. It literally enables me to do this. I can't do this without you guys. So thank you guys so much for backing 5 to 9, for backing 1 to 4. I'm getting these issues out. 10 to 13 are going to be great. I'm going to go over just a couple of those things in a moment, but I want to touch base with you guys first in the chat before I go into more of what I want to talk about tonight, which isn't too much. But just, I want to see what you guys have here. Let's see. Let me scroll back up. I am at, okay. Cole says, they look great. Can't wait to read them. Thank you, Cole. Urchin Blue says, heck yeah, so excited. And Dr. Mask says, great bunch of creators on King Cryptid. Lloyd says, well worth the wait, it appears. Well, I hope so. I mean, I've already heard it from a couple people that they like 5 to 9 more than they liked 1 to 4, and they really liked 1 to 4. I think 5 to 9 are better than 1 to 4, but only because it's like a really good chance to keep on building, introducing more characters, building up the character of King Cryptid, building up the world, while also giving a payoff with each issue. You know, a payoff and a setup. That's kind of like what I aim for with each issue. You know, you feel like, okay, great, I got a whole story here, and it also hints at things to come. That's the goal with each one of these. So I'm hoping everybody really enjoys them. But again, you know, everyone's mileage may vary. And I don't expect everyone to like the same exact issue or have that one be their favorite or whatever. I've already had some people say that 5, they really loved 5, and then someone else said they loved 7. Someone else said they really loved 9. So, all these little favorites are bound to pop up, which is, honestly, I love it. It's part of the fun of getting these things out to you guys. And the fact that you read them and share your thoughts with me really means a lot. Brian says, FBW doing a full cover King Cryptid sketch covers on Instagram. Oh, cool. Cole says, Nick is something else, man. Love his style. Yeah, Nick is a great dude, and he's super talented. I can't say enough good things about Nick. Great dude. Urchin says, I mean this with all respect. King Cryptid is as unique as it gets, but I'm immediately hit with nostalgia for my favorite Saturday cartoon, Roswell Conspiracies, when I read King Cryptid. That's a good thing. I've never heard of Roswell Conspiracies. I'm going to have to check that out. Brian says, I couldn't wait and read them digital. Pete's treatment on the digital was kind on the eyes. Yeah, we do that like virtual simulated newsprint thing on there. So it kind of, as accurately as we can, brings across the newsprint tone to the digital. So it's not as blindingly digital white garishness. If you don't know what I mean, most of the Alterna comics are that way, but all the King Cryptid ones are that way. If you want to pick them up digitally and see for yourself, they're like 99 cents a piece or something like that. We put that on there, so I'm glad you enjoy that. Dr. Mask says, hey Pete, do colorists sometimes have trouble with newsprint? I know some collections of old comics that were recolored look terrible. I don't know if it's the colorist that they have problems with it, as much as maybe like whoever's doing the pre-press. There's you definitely have to do a different setup, and you have to treat the paper differently in terms of what you're working on, because it's not going to hold as much ink as like a matte coated or a glossy or whatever. It's going to absorb a lot more ink, and it's also going to have, because it's thinner paper, so you also can have bleed through. You can have offsetting. Offsetting is where like the ink goes to the other page that it's opposite of. So you got to really know how to kind of tailor that. And even then, it's not a perfect science. Like there's times where I think I got it just right because these were the settings I used last issue or whatever, and they came out great. And then the new printing comes in, and I look at it and I go, I don't understand. Why is it now printing this way? So newsprint is kind of tricky, but in terms of a lot of the stuff that you see that the old comics that get recolored and are put either in collections or digital, that baffles me a bit, because there's no real reason it needs to look as horrible as it oftentimes does. I don't know what they're doing. I can't even guess at what they're doing. So it's the opposite problem is mostly what I think you're talking about, where it's like let's say if you took King Cryptid and then you put that to digital, like if King Cryptid was like an older comic and you put it to digital, and then like the colors get kind of really amplified. It's really garish. It's pretty bad, and I don't know why that happens. It doesn't need to happen, but it does. Like it's very saturated. I've seen what you're talking about, and I can't begin to give you a proper answer for that. But it all depends. I don't think it's a colorist issue. I think it's like a direction, an art direction, or pre-press issue, or setup issue, something like that. I mean, let's put it this way, when it comes to what you're talking about, someone somewhere is saying, this looks good, we're going to put it out that way. And it kind of begins and ends with that. If you're talking about like an indie creator who has all the control over how their thing looks, for the most part, or a lot of control, you're probably not going to see something like that. But if you have like a corporate comic, like one of the big two or whatever, you might end up seeing something like that. And it's because someone gave the approval for that or wanted it to look that way. I think the creators end up on that level, sometimes taking the brunt of it. Gordon says, read? Yeah. Alpha Red says, what's up, Pete? What's up, chat? How's it going, James? Hope you're doing good. Let's see. We got Jefferson says the book looks great. Or the books look great, I should say. Thank you very much, Jefferson. Appreciate that, man. We got Urchin says the wolf is a man. Well, they're both wolves. They're both wolves. And you'll find out. You'll find out. There's a curse on the two of them. And you'll find out why. And we'll dive deeper into their, not so much their history as much as the things to come. But yeah, they're both wolves. But yeah, the wolf is a man. A werewolf. Can you believe it? Those things? What are those? GM says, great looking art so far. I need to order my issues soon. Yeah, go get them. You can get them at alternacomics.com. You can go right to Alterna. Actually, the links are they're pinned to the top of the chat, and they're also in the description of the show. Or you can go to Indiegogo. Technically 1 through 9 are now available. 1 through 4 are in stock. Now 5 to 9 are in stock. But 5 to 9, I'm shipping all the backers out first. So if you place an order for 5 to 9 tonight, you're going to have a little bit of a wait, but nothing close to the wait that the backers went through. The backers have been waiting since July 2023. So, and it hasn't been late since July 2023. It's been late since, unfortunately, around July 2024. And I thank you guys so much for being understanding with like the 4 to 5 month lateness there. It eats me alive. I don't like being 4 to 5 weeks late, let alone 4 to 5 months. But so yeah, you can order those issues now, and you'll probably get them maybe 2 months tops. 2 months of a little bit of a wait. Just a little bit of a wait. Alpha Red says, outstanding artwork. Thank you so much, James. Appreciate that, man. All these guys are so great. They did such a wonderful job. All of them. Really knocked it out of the park. Cole says, if you missed out, you can still snatch them up here. Right there. Look at that. There's the link for 5 to 9. Gen X says, the king got my help. I own back all the issues so far. Thank you so much, Gen X. I appreciate that very, very much. Past Master says, first stream. Woo! Hail chat. Yeah, first stream of the year. Brian, talking to Alpha Red. Let's see, the Puckwudgies issue was a good one. I appreciate that. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on in the world of King Cryptid. Let's see here. We got Jefferson says, I'm looking forward to learning about the Wudgies of the Puck. Now, Puckwudgies are an actual thing in Wampanoag folklore. Very similar to what I have going on in the King Cryptid issue, but still a bit different. In King Cryptid, you'll find out how they're different. Cole says, I ain't going anywhere, man. I'm here as long as you're making great books. I'd even tolerate a few bad ones, but that hasn't happened yet. Well, it's bound to happen sooner or later. I'm going to do my best to not give you a stinker. But I think there'll be ones you like more than others, but I don't foresee ever making one that's just bad. That's just bad. I hope not. Although, there's no accounting for taste, and there's no accounting for my lack of judgment in terms of what might be a good story or a bad story. So thank you, Cole. I'm glad you're enjoying them so far. And I hope you enjoy 5 to 9 too. Justin says, playing Mario Golf with my son, but listening in. Hope things are not too dire. All the best to your family, Pete. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate that, man. It means a lot. Past Master, thank you for putting the link up right there. Appreciate that. We also got, let's see here. Brian says, after 5 to 9 are out, are you going to do a live stream tour? I think Andy Smith and the bros watchers would probably really dig King Cryptid. Andy ordered. Yeah, Andy and Dennis ordered King Cryptid. So they should be getting theirs kind of soon, if they haven't gotten them already. So, yeah, I can't wait to see what they think about them. You know, hopefully they let me know. But yeah, they ordered, so that was cool. But yeah, I was hoping to get more things going for January, but I've been having more than a couple curveballs this month. So I'm hoping to still get some things underway. I gotta really see what I can fit in my schedule, see what I can get going, maybe with other people. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I do plan on trying to reach out and see what's what. I already kind of talked to like Bancroft and Aaron Lepresti, and I want to have them back on my channel, and I want to see if I can be on their channel, and you know, so it's always a good time with those guys, and others too. So we'll see once I get kind of more in the swing of things. And yeah. Brian says a corporate Thundercats comics update has me nervous. I haven't backed it. Oh, interesting. GM says, oh, hey, what happened to those holo issues? I got mine a while ago, and you gave me, I guess, were the messed up. Oh, yeah, you got both. You got both. So you got, if you ordered the Holo Fame issues, you got both. So you got the misprint, and you got the official one. So, yeah, you should have that. John's Longbox says, my condolences on your loss. Well, thank you, John. I appreciate that. All right. So let me share something else that's fun, because tomorrow we've got an Alterna art auction, along with it being the first show on the Alterna channel of the year. I'll be there with Rob Geronimo and Keir Covington. So I want to show some of the art. I'm just going to have sketch cards tomorrow. We'll be around maybe about 2 hours, and we'll see how things go. But in addition to talking about some of the things to come for the year of 2025, we'll have a little bit of an art auction. And so here's some of the ones that I'm going to have. I'm going to have some King Cryptid cards up. So I'm going to have this one of the Granite Beast. I don't have my autofocus on, so these are going to be a little blurry. They'll be clearer tomorrow. I'll have one of King Cryptid. I'll have one of Victor Lugo. I think I tried to sell this one in December, but he's back again in case somebody missed out. And I'll have another one of King Cryptid. And then also I will have this Chiron Morvel card, a White Mountain Yeti, and Red Koi. And I'm doing one more card, but I'm going to be doing that tomorrow, so I don't have the card to show you. But I'll have just sketch cards tomorrow, just sketch cards, no comic stuff, no prototypes, no graphic novels, no promo, not promo, no proof copies, nothing like that, just sketch cards. So tomorrow, if you're looking for anything from me, sketch cards is going to be it. I'm sure Rob and Keir will have some great stuff. They always do. So I hope you guys stop by for that. It's going to be at 8:30 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern Time, on the Alterna Comics channel. So again, it'll just be me, Rob Geronimo, and Keir Covington. We'll all be there. And yeah, it'll be a good time. It's always a fun time with those guys, and I hope you guys will stop by and have some fun with us. All right, let's see. Brian says, nice. The bidders are going to be lucky tomorrow night. John says, Rob's art history videos are the best things on the internet now. I'm glad you're enjoying them. Let's see. Lord Hinson Comics Gator says, looking forward to getting King Cryptid. I was new to it, so I backed 1 to 9, backed 10 to 13, and Blood Moon. Can't wait. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was kind of shocked at how many people got 1 to 9. There's, I think, like 60 people or something like that got 1 to 9. A couple of those have already been sent out, but I got to send out a whole bunch more. I hope when you guys get them, I mean, that's a fun stack. 9 issues. Hope when you guys get them that you really enjoy them. Let me know what you think. And thank you so much for backing 10 to 13 and Blood Moon. So Blood Moon, we're going to be, I'm going to be getting the script to Keir before the end of this month, and then he'll be working away at it, and he's pretty quick. So we should be on pace to get that going when the time comes. And then also Blood Moon comes after number 9 of King Cryptid, and technically after number 18 of Blood Realm. And right now Rob is taking one more look at 15 to 18 of Blood Realm before I do pre-press and then send that off to print. So we'll talk a little bit more about that tomorrow. But that's one of the things, obviously, coming down very, very, very soon for Alternate 2025. Blood Realm 15 to 18. Blood Moon should be around the summertime, hopefully. Fingers crossed. It's looking like it should be. It's looking like it should be. But, oh boy, what a doozy of a... The end of the year of 2024 was just like crazy. I hope for everybody else, I hope it wasn't crazy for you guys. I hope you guys are doing well. I know there's so much going on right now with the California fires too. I hope nobody here is in any way, shape being affected by that. I hope your friends, your family, I hope none of those, for those that are here watching now, later, whenever, I hope none of it is affecting you guys. And if it is, my heart goes out to you. Regardless, it's like, wow, that's quite an event, quite a thing. 2025 is kicking off in a very strange way. But yeah, so anyway, I think that's about it. If you guys have any questions, you want me to answer anything with King Cryptid stuff or the art auction tomorrow or anything like that, let me know. I'll probably be on for about 5 more minutes. I'm just going to take a quick look through the chat and see what's what, and then I will bow out for tonight. Let's see. Son of Liberty Radio says, I'm anxiously waiting for my King Cryptid package, even if my sketch card got mixed up. I'm giving you a bonus, though. You're getting a bonus sketch card because of my... I can't tell whose mix-up it was. It was probably my fault. Because of my fault getting your sketch card mixed up. But hey, you get that bonus. Thank you so much, though, Son of Liberty. Appreciate it. John's Longbox says, talking to Brian Suddenly. All right, I shall leave that be. What's up, Past Master Dan? Hope you're doing good. Good to see you here tonight. All right, so that's about it. Again, new King Cryptid issues are in. If you haven't had a chance yet to pick these up, now is a great time to do so. You'll still get the bonuses that come with ordering, technically pre-ordering, and you could do that on the Alterna site or on Indiegogo. Issues 5 to 9 are in. 1 to 4 have already been in stock. 5 to 9 have arrived. And 10 to 13 needs some more backer support, of course. But I think we'll get there. I think we'll get there as I ship stuff out. But if you're feeling a little bit generous, if you want to help out, if you want to not just help out, but also help yourself, get the next latest issues, make sure that those get created. Cannot create these without you guys. If you're already backed, thank you so much. Seriously. I can't do this without you guys, and it means so much that you guys are enjoying these comics, these characters, and what I'm creating enough to spend not just your money, but your time. Thank you so much for that. I do not ever take that for granted. It really means a lot. So thank you guys, and from the bottom of my heart, everybody who's been so kind about everything, thank you guys. It really means a lot, and your support is tremendous. So I just want to say Happy New Year, and let's hope the rest of the year is a great one. And I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern Time. I'll see you there with Rob Geronimo and Keir Covington. All right, guys, everyone take it easy. Have a wonderful night and an even better tomorrow. I'll see you soon. All the best.